Well, hey there, Allen, Texas. Okay, in this video, we are going to talk about how the real estate market performed in April for Allen, but we are also going to hit on the big thing that everyone is talking about right now, and that is a possible recession. What could a recession mean for the market here in Allen? Well, keep watching to find out. Hi, I'm Jennifer Shannon. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams serving the Allen area, and I love to be your resource for all things real estate. And part of that is updating you each month on what's happening in our real estate market. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just rip off the Band-Aid, and we're going to talk about this recession that we keep hearing about in the news. First, it is important to understand what a recession really is. It is defined as a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a fall in GDP in 2 successive quarters. So we did have a decline in GDP for the first quarter of this year. So if there's another decline in the second quarter, well, ta-da! We will then officially be in a recession. But here is why this recession will not likely be the type of recession you might be afraid of. You see, unlike normal recessions, our job openings are high, which means we will likely still see job creation, and that's an indicator of a healthy market. Also, we're still seeing home prices continue to go up substantially in Allen, despite this slowdown in GDP. So this is just another indicator of the incredible demand we have here. And here's why the real estate market in Allen is not going to crash, in my opinion. Now keep in mind that our growth over the last 3 years has been insane. The average sales price for a single-family home in Allen in April 2019 was $396,351. In just 3 years, that's gone up to $632,568, a 60% increase. From April of this year to last year, growth was 27.2%. And you might stop me and say, hey, Jennifer, this is exactly why the market's going to crash. We went up way too much, way too fast. But hold on, because a crash makes people think prices are going to go backwards and drop below where they currently are. But take a look at this statement from Freddie Mac. And if there is one thing that I want you to remember from this video, it's going to be this. And it says, Freddie Mac analysis shows that a 1% increase in mortgage rates results in home price appreciation that is 4 percentage points lower. For instance, a 1% more increase in mortgage rates would change home price growth from 11 to 7%. Or to translate that into our Allen market, a 1% increase in mortgage rates would change home price growth from 27.2 to 23.2%. And in the event interest rates go up 2%, that would take us from the 27.2 to 19.2. Still great year-over-year growth. So this, folks, is why I really think we can handle this recession. Simple as that. So it's not that prices are going to drop from where they are, they're just not going to grow like they have. And if anything, we probably won't even start to see a plateau until sometime next year. Now, with this being said, there is actually one group of folks who could actually be hurting right now as far as homeowners go because of one thing that recently happened, and that is the county's notice of appraised value was just sent out. Yep, it is property tax time here in Texas, and some folks are going through some sticker shock. So this is hurting investors who cannot take advantage of the homestead exemption that caps assessments from increasing more than 10% from the previous year. It's also hurting those folks who purchased last year and couldn't carry over the previous owner's exemption, and they had to wait and file it on their own. Because you see, when they purchased, they were escrowing or accounting for a tax amount that was much likely a lot lower than the amount that the county just hit them with. For example, my appraised value on my home went up 52% in just 1 year. Now, fortunately, I do have my homestead exemption, so they can only assess me at an amount that's 10% over my last year's assessment. But if you're an investor or a buyer who purchased right at that line of affordability last year, well, I actually think that this is the group that's going to help supply the next wave of inventory to hit our market. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of our stats for Allen. At the time of recording this video, interest rates are at 5.27% with 0.9% in fees and points. And from data from the Mortgage Bankers Association ending on May 6th, mortgage applications decreased 8% from this same time 1 year ago, but they were actually up 2% from last week. And don't let that 8% number make you nervous, because remember, last year our demand was so incredibly strong, it's okay that we're down a little bit in this number when we compare it to last year. And so for this sales data, I am looking at single-family home sales in the city of Allen, and these numbers are based on sales from April. The average sales price was $632,568, a 27.2% jump from a year ago. And when we look at our new listing numbers, at first glance, it's really exciting news. We had 160 new listings hit the market, and when you compare to April 2019, when we had 188 new listings hit the market, we're only down 15% from our pre-COVID levels. However, when you look at the actual number of homes for sale, there is a huge gap. This is proof of the really strong demand that's in our market right now, because most of the new listings were snatched up as soon as they hit the market. In April of 2022, we had 84 homes for sale. In April of 2019, before the COVID craziness, we had 331 homes for sale. So we're down 75% from those pre-COVID levels. The demand is also echoed in our months of supply. Regardless of this increase in interest rates and the increasing number of new listings, we still only have 0.7 months of inventory. This means it would take less than 1 month for all the current houses listed in MLS for Allen to go under contract based on our current demand. The time it takes for a home to go under contract is at an average of just 9 days. We have hit a record low for time on market in Allen. Our average sales price per square foot is at $229 a square foot, and that is a 28.7% increase from last year. On average, homes are still selling substantially over the asking price, as in 14.4% over. So if you consider our average sales price of $632,568, that means the average sales price is roughly $91,000 over the asking price. Now, as far as showing activity, we are averaging 21.2 showings a listing, and that number went down from 34 last month, and it's likely because we just have more homes for people to see, so it's spreading the demand out. So, what's our takeaway? It's the same old song and dance. It's a great time to be a seller, but still a really tough time for buyers. But if the new listing inventory keeps going up like it has, then I think we'll actually start to see a little bit of relief for buyers in this multiple offer madness. So if you are thinking of buying or selling in this market, let's talk. If you're a seller, you can attend one of my upcoming home selling webinars. In this webinar, we are going to talk about all the things it takes to get your home sold in this market. We're going to give you a clear picture about expectations on sellers right now, and we'll also give you insight as to how to get even more out of the sale of your home. Because if you can believe it or not, there should be more that you're doing than just putting it on the MLS and naming your price. We're also going to answer the one big question that every seller has right now. Should I list now? Or should I wait? So just visit homesellingwebinar.com and sign up for an upcoming virtual home selling webinar. It's free, it's online, and it's super simple. And for buyers, I've got you too. You can contact me directly about buying your next home in the Allen area or attend one of my upcoming free home buyer webinars. So this webinar is a huge help to buyers because we are going to talk about what to expect in this market as a buyer and how to make strong offers. And if you can believe this or not, it's more than just about the cash that you're bringing to the table. We'll talk about the process from a lending side, and I'll go into more details on market trends and let you know which sub-markets have the least demand, so you know where more opportunities might be for you as a buyer. I'll also answer the question most buyers are asking right now, which is, should I wait to see if prices come down before I buy? So visit homepurchasewebinar.com to get registered for this free online webinar. Or, as always, you can reach out to me directly for your real estate needs by calling or texting at 214-803-4444 or email me at jshannon@kw.com. Well, Allen, that is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to updating you next month on the Allen real estate market. Bye now.